Hello everyone and welcome to the NinjaTrader Ecosystem webinar room. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to test for picture and sound, so if you can hear my voice and see the projection in the room, please type a Y. Perfect. Thank you everyone for confirming that I am coming in loud and clear. And thank you for joining us today. My name is Juanita Archuleta and I work for the NinjaTrader Ecosystem in the Denver office. We have a very special event for you today with Michael of ABC123Trader. I'm going to place a quick poll in the room if I could get everybody to fill that out while I go over some important information. While you fill that out, I would like to mention it is important to understand that there are substantial risks in trading commodity futures contracts and Forex. You should carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you and will depend on your specific finances and circumstances, resources. It is possible to lose all funds deposited with your brokers and could even include losses beyond these amounts. Please inquire at the following link for a full copy of the CFTC risk disclosure, or if you have any additional questions. This presentation is presented by NinjaTrader LLC, which is the technology company responsible for developing and supporting the NinjaTrader trading software. Any brokerage-related questions should be sent to our brokerage team using the following phone number or by emailing brokerage.sales@ninjatrader.com. Thank you everyone for filling out that poll. I'm going to go ahead and share those results. The question was, what initially brought you to the NinjaTrader ecosystem site? 28% of you were looking for trading apps or add-ons. 50% were looking for trading education. 5% were looking for programming assistance. And 16% of you are joining us live for the first time. Thank you to those of you who are joining us live. With new tools added nearly every day, NinjaTrader ecosystem is home to hundreds of apps and services. You can quickly and easily find tools or services you are looking for with a simple keyword search. You'll also find information about upcoming webinars and find an on-demand video archive of previous event recordings. Also, if you are active on social media, we would highly recommend that you follow us on both Twitter and Facebook to get live updates daily on all things NinjaTrader ecosystem. NinjaTrader is always free for advanced charting, strategy backtesting, and trade simulation. To ensure you are on the latest version of NinjaTrader and to pick up a free live data trial, please use the following link. If you are interested in purchasing NinjaTrader, please use the following link to purchase or lease. And if you're just getting started with NinjaTrader, we offer free live training on a daily basis. You can view a schedule of weekly webinars using the following link. We're very excited for this unique event in which Michael will share the correct tools to master patience and risk management. Thanks again for your attendance, and without further ado, it is my pleasure to welcome to the NinjaTrader Ecosystem webinar room. Go ahead and take it away, Michael.
Alrighty, I just going to do a test to see if anybody can hear me. I just put it on the chat thing and we'll start right ahead here. I'm going to share my screen and away we go. Okay, there we go. So can everybody see my screen here? Just got to check my chat. Sorry about this. Just got to get used to my chat here. Perfect. Okay, alrighty. Well, let's get started here. And thank you for everybody for showing up. And our webinar will take about maybe 29 minutes, and then we'll have some questions. Okay, so let's start up.
I want to thank you for this introduction. Also, I want to thank NinjaTrader for allowing me to do this presentation for you. Once again, my name is Michael Tratch, and I am the founder of ABC123Trader. I have been trading futures full-time since 2015. My previous profession, I was in the petroleum industry, and I mainly worked in Alberta. When the oil industry crashed in 2015, I was looking for a temporary solution for income. Therefore, I decided to take the challenge to become a day trader. Yes, I did find it very difficult, emotional, and frustrating, but with perseverance and my passion in solving puzzles, I found that not only there were patterns that were forming on the charts, but one can actually predict the market and how it moves with very high probability. To be honest, I'm not actually the best day trader, but one thing I am good at. I am a very consistent day trader. Consistency is the key in day trading. And now let's dive deeper into this presentation. My objective is sixfold. The very first thing I want to do, and it is the most important thing that we're going to be talking about in this webinar, is risk versus reward. It does not matter how you trade. If you cannot control the risk and reward, you will not be a consistent day trader. That's the very first topic for today. The second thing I will be discussing on this webinar is volatility and how I use the E-minis within the NinjaTrader system. With the elections being so crazy, depending on who is president at that time, plus the new president and the transition team, and also if you're having difficulty trying to become a consistent day trader, using the E-minis might be a solution for you in order to become a consistent day trader. Number 3 on this webinar, I want to demonstrate to you on how to find support and resistance using the market maker indicator, and also analyze volume to find support and or resistance. Using this information can be very useful in order to find targets. Next and foremost, I really want to express what I love about the NinjaTrader platform is their volume profile system, because now NinjaTrader's volume profile has value-added features for trading. Second last topic I want to discuss will be the importance of pullback trading. I want to express how important it is not to chase a trade. Final topic is trading with time and how time is very important in day trading. This is what I want to try to cover in today's webinar. So what is risk versus reward? In order to understand, let us look at the definition of what risk versus reward actually is. The risk-reward ratio measures the difference between a trade entry point to a stop loss and a sell or take profit order. Comparing these two provides the ratio of profit to loss or reward to risk. That is the official definition, and if we could trade perfectly using these ratios, it would be great. But unfortunately, we have to do many more nuances for us to be a consistent as day traders in the futures market, or even in stocks, cryptos, etc. So in the beginning, when you're trying to figure out risk versus reward, we have to understand the percentages needed in order to become a consistent day trader. I am not going to get into the details, but let's just look at the percentage numbers. On this slide, you will notice different ratios of risk versus reward. On the left-hand side are two numbers. The first number to the left is the amount as a day trader one wants to risk, and the number to the right is your target or your reward. Now, if you're trying to accomplish a risk of 1 for a reward of 4, you will need a 20% win rate in order to break even. If you're trying to do a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, you will need a 25% chance of consistently being correct in your trading methodology to break even. If you're trying to do a 1 risk to 2 reward, you will need a 33% chance to break even. 1 to 1 ratio is 50%. And then if you're going to risk more for a less reward, so for example, I'm going to risk a 2 for 1 reward, it will be a 66% win rate. 3 to 1, 75%, and so on. When you're looking at all these ratios, you will need to make sure your methodology is solid. Make sure you log your win-loss rates. This will help you to become a consistent day trader. If the market was just random, one could just put a line in the sand and say we have a 50% chance to go up and a 50% chance to go down. But we have so many other parameters when making a decision to trade. You have to look at the whole big picture of how the market is performing. So what we do as day traders, what we have to do is we look for catalysts. We look for what type of energy is in the market that day. We look at which way the market is trending. And then what we can do is to look at those actual hard numbers for risk and reward. So when you add all those things up and add those numbers to increase your probability of trying to become consistent. Now I will give you an example of looking at these rates for risk reward, and I will display them on the next chart. This example that I'm going to show you today will be on the NQ 12-20 1-minute chart, and I'm going to be using one of my indicators, which is called the ABC123 momentum panel. This indicator displays risk versus reward targets. You can adjust your risk versus reward to a 1 to 2, a 1 to 3, a 1 to 4. It all depends what your trading methodology is. So in this example, I'm going to show you I'll be using a Fibonacci 1.27 for its first target, a 0.618 to 2 for target 2, and so on. So when we're looking for optimal targets that we can consistently try to achieve, we try to put a limit order on the 0.618 limit line, or the white line in this example. This will happen when the ABC123 momentum indicator switches trend. Doing so to achieve a 2-to-1 ratio, or a 1.27, on this example, we try to achieve a total of 18 ticks from the buy limit line to target 1, or a 2-to-1 risk reward would have been 25 ticks. The key using the momentum panel is to be consistent in your trades instead of trying to go for that home run you want to achieve. I know I always want to go for the home run, but consistency is always the key. It is vital to be consistent in your methodology. Using the ABC123 momentum panel, which you are getting free from this webinar, this might help you try to become a consistent day trader. It doesn't matter if it is my system or whatever it is, consistency is the key and managing risk. Now let's go into the next topic, which I am interested in current market conditions, is volatility and using the E-minis. This next example that I will show you will be at NQ 12-20 chart. Like I said in the introduction, with the election, post-election, Senate races, and now what's happening right now, these can make uncertainty in the markets. The markets have been extremely volatile for day traders. Trading in volatility, a day trader might not have the leverage or the risk versus reward to trade. Having a risk that is too high, using the E-minis might be an excellent vehicle for you to become a more consistent trader. So if you want to trade more than one contract, or just make sure that you're not on the wrong side of the trade and you're worried about the risk that you're taking, the E-minis are an excellent way to trade. So for example, if we're using a regular NASDAQ or NQ for $5 per tick, and let's just say that one contract we place, we were expecting the market to go down, but it reverses on you. If you do not have good management for risk and reward, this example right here, it would have produced a 100-point move or a $2,000 move on that one contract. That move was a 1-hour move from 4 in the morning to 5 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So by using the E-minis, the ratio is 1/10, but because you're not risking as much, you have a larger room for error. So if you feel like that you're on the wrong side of the trade, you can close it down without worrying about losing 5 or 6 ticks, which you can give back to the market, and let the market give some time for confirmation for yourself. In doing so, you can get in the right side of the trade. When you are in the right side of the trade and you feel like it's confirmed, now what you can do is switch to a regular contract for the runner or stick to your E-minis and have multiple contracts. That's the beautiful thing about using E-minis. There are day traders that are within my group that want to trade just regular contracts, but the psychological stress of what takes toll on them. Once again, you can build confidence using the E-minis. I'm not an expert, but I strongly recommend, if you're having those issues, play with the E-minis, build your confidence, and find your trading strategy in order for you to become a consistent trader. This next topic is trying to find support and resistance with high volume bars. This is actually one of my most favorite and exciting topics for today. I continuously build indicators and I try to find support and resistance. Every trader really wants to know where the support and resistance are located. As we, as day traders, use volume profile, order flow, and other tools in order to find support and or resistance, the key is we have to understand how the market makers play these games. We try to find out where their zones of interest are. So with that being said, I'm going to show you an example. And in this example, I will be using a YM 1-minute chart. As you can see, these shaded areas on the screen is an indicator I call the ABC123 market maker. The ABC123 market maker's function is, I believe, where the market maker's area of interest for setting up their position. The market maker always tries to set up in the shaded region before the trading day. So what the market maker will calculate the micro zones of area of interest. This region will drop a top, a bottom, and an area of interest at the beginning of each session. I call this area the market maker's zone of interest. When the shaded region is broken, or you could say, the line is broken, I call it the crossover line, and the shaded area is the area of forgiveness. So if I'm above this zone, I will look to enter at the breakout of the box, and when I leave the area, what you will notice, day in and day out, price will move from point A to point B. As you can see how it taps literally on the regions and comes back down to the bottom of the area of interest. So now, if we look at the next day, the ABC123 market maker indicator will display another zone of interest, and if you notice, the price will bounce back and forth from one market maker region to the other market maker region. I believe the markets, to be honest with you, are so ugly, I haven't seen much rhythm the past couple of months, but the key is, if I know where these lines or zones of interest, where they're located, I can use these regions for targets and or entries. In this example, every area the candle exits the shaded area, I would try to enter a trade. The other shaded zones were previous zones that were created from days before. Therefore, we know where the possible targets may be achieved or possible resistance, where to enter and where to exit. Another interesting point is in the middle of the screen, you can see two market maker lines that overlap each other. The first area was created 10 days ago. This just confirmed where another market maker major point of support and resistance are located. The nice thing about the ABC123 market maker, you will notice where the candles vibrate. The candles usually vibrate at the point of interest or the yellow line in the market maker. Using this information is one of the things used in order to find support and resistance. This indicator, once again, is called the ABC123 market maker. I call it because I had like a aha moment maybe about 6 months ago. But the next thing I want to show you on this example, and this is what we are discussing about from before, and when we were talking about risk versus reward. With the market maker, you can now calculate if you have that risk versus reward in order to become a consistent day trader. Another indicator I use is called ABC123 high volume bars. This indicator will look at the average volume. If the volume spikes, the bars will change color, notifying you that price action is happening. In this example, as we can see during the overnight session, we know when we enter the market maker, we look at the high volume. As you can see, there were many vibration levels in the area of interest. If I see that high volume bars activate in the area of interest, I want to see if the volume reversal is happening. With that information, I can exit my position. This is how I try to pinpoint areas of interest. High volume bars will also indicate if exhaustion is happening, but we have to see what the pattern on the chart looks like. In this example on the YM 1-minute chart, let's look at the volume groupings. We see the top of the range of 3 high volume bars. So now we wait for the market to come back to the market maker. This is one of the keys I use for pinpointing entries. Because when we're trying to accomplish a risk for 1 to 2, this is one of the keys that we have to look for while we're trading. So that's basically what I wanted to display to you about support and resistance. I mean, I have many other indicators that show support and resistance and trends, etc., but this is one of my go-to indicators. Now, to find out where I can start and where I can finish a trade. Now, let's go to the next topic. We're going to be talking about is the NinjaTrader's volume profile. With NinjaTrader's volume profile, I like now how this indicator gives you the options to look at different types of scenarios. And so when I use the volume profile, I always look for tops, bottoms, or areas of interest and or support and resistance, as I explained in the previous slide. As you can see in this example on the ES chart, if I was trading this chart and I was expecting the market to go down and I saw high volume bars, of course I would close. The nice thing, what we need to know using the NinjaTrader volume profile, we can look at many different scenarios. If we know where the volume point of control is and we're trying to calculate a few points, also if we're on the right side of the trade, but the issue is how do we know if the market is pushing up or pushing down? One of the beautiful things that the NinjaTrader offers now, they offer different types of volume profiles. This scenario is displaying a buy-sell volume profile. Now we can see who is buying and who's actually selling. So now when we're looking for trades, looking for targets, looking for supports and or resistance, managing risk and reward, now we can see that there is more selling pressure than buying pressure. We can use all these factors to increase that 1-to-2 ratio or whatever ratio that you are using to our advantage. So now we know there is more selling pressure today on the chart. What if I switch the profile to a delta volume profile? On the chart, you can actually see every area where the delta is spiking. You can understand where the support and or resistance are located. In this example, the candle fired down to the bottom and you will notice the delta spiked right at that point. So now we know where to exit a position. In the upper area of the volume profile, we know there is a lot of selling delta versus buying delta. And of course, we know where the volume point of control is located. Now let's look at a heat map volume profile. The nice thing about the heat map versus regular volume profile is you get the best of both worlds. You get the 70% value area, you get the volume point of control, and now you can see in the heat map where the most action is within the 70% zone. So adding up all we have done today, we can use this information so we can calculate that 1-to-2 ratio and become a more consistent trader. In our arsenal, we have the market maker's support and or resistance. We have high volume bars for price action, and we have areas of stoppages. We also have, with the volume profile, we can see not only the 70% zone of interest, but where these market makers are playing around. This is one of the ways to become a more consistent as a day trader. So the next topic I have to stress is about pullback trading to become a consistent day trader. Now let's start talking about this pullback trading methodology and why waiting for a trade is always way more beneficial than chasing a trade. So this example is on an ES Unirenko T-bar chart that I have of a 1, 5, 10, and the reason why I stressed about pullbacks, I did a previous webinar about a year and a half ago about a 21 tick methodology. You can see using a 21 to 24, it's all relative, but when we start chasing trades, we as humans sometimes wait too long for the trade. And we always want confirmation. We want confirmation. All of a sudden, we miss out our trade because we're taking too much time or we're guessing too much. So the key is once you start seeing an impulse move, what we do is we wait for it to pull back and then from the impulse move. And if we're patient enough, and I said the 21 tick pullback, you will see where these little squares on the chart, on this tick range, there is an area of interest for continuation. So as a day traders, if we literally chase the trade and we are thinking we got into the top or the swing zone and it pulls back on you, you would have been nervous and possibly close your position because you thought you lost 5 or 6 points on the ES on one contract. But if we waited long enough and we look at all our scenarios from time, from volume, from using risk reward, now let's say you enter on the line, not only the market retraces back to the line, but now you're 10 points ahead and moving towards the volume point of control. I strongly stress if you can start managing your risk and being patient enough waiting for the trade to form, you can see this chart was breaking down, pulling back and literally touching the line. If we rinse and repeat this trading methodology, we hopefully have low risk trades over and over and over again. And being patient enough while doing this, one can become a very consistent trader. Because we're in such, I'll call, ugly times, let's take a look at this Webby chart. We need to use our due diligence to try to find the correct trade. Being patient enough, one can be consistent. The thing I said in the previous sections from using volume profile, finding your support and resistance, and waiting for that pullback, you are not only helping yourself with risk reward, but you're helping yourself to stay out of the wrong side of the trade. Now let's go to the last topic, which is called time trading. I love this section, and I'll use this in my trading arsenal. The last topic is time trading. What I have done, as you can see, this is a 5-minute ES 12-20 chart. I have timestamps showing buy and selling times. Now let us take a look at the end of the chart, and what you will notice are future times posted. What I have tried to attempt to do is what the big institutions do to us. If the big institutions of the tech industry data mine us and all our personal information, so what I try to do is data mine the markets. So with that being said, what I have here are timestamps posted in the future. Basically, what I do is when I'm using my volume profile, I'll also use support resistance. I will look at high volume bars, and when I add everything together combined with time, we can actually pinpoint a trade. On this example here, we can see the market is pushing down, and we'll be looking at selling signals for trading opportunities instead of buying. So let us see the results and see if the trade worked out. 1.25 high volume bar, 5 points, very tight market. This is how I pinpoint trades, and I will do that over and over again. Lastly, if one does not want as many times on your chart, what I can do is change to a 15-minute analysis, and now I have very few times to trade with. So in this example, it is a failed trade. Not all trades will be perfect, but using risk-reward, we try to stay out of these bad trades. So if you look at in the evening at 9:15 to 7:15 in the morning, time signals, it is a 46.75 move. And so that is all I want to show you on time analysis. I have 3 different time indicators. One is called market scanner that you saw in the previous pages, but I'll use that combination for looking for trends in the market, and I add everything together. So when we start analyzing our trading strategy, and if we're going to do a 1 to 2 reward or a 1 to 3 reward, we will try to become more consistent. The key is managing risk, analyzing, and try to become consistent. That is it for this presentation, and I'll show you what I'm offering today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thank you very much, NinjaTrader, for allowing me to do this presentation.
Alrighty. So if you guys have any questions, what I do offer, I offer a 30-day free trial with all the indicators. You get to try everything. There's 40 indicators on there. I think there's 42 now as of yesterday. And what you do is, all you have to do, guys, is you just join the Discord group, and the software is there. On this webinar tomorrow, I'll make sure you guys receive that momentum panel. I just got to switch it for a webinar special through the licensing, and then you can go ahead from there. Lastly, after the 30 days is up, I'm still offering everyone that's been watching this video that if you're not interested in purchasing the software, because I have software for $999 for 2 lifetime license, you can actually lease it now per month for $39 per month. I usually rent it out or lease it out for $80, but because of this webinar, I'm just cutting her up in half. Just once again, if you're interested for other education, you can join the YouTube channel, and I do tons of videos up there, educational videos, instructional videos, etc. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask anytime. Ali, well, thank you very much for the presentation. And if you want me to show you any of the indicators, I'll just bring them up on here. So Sean is asking me, what time frame were I using on the pullback check, on the 21 tick pullback? That it was not a time frame. It was a Uni-Renko chart, or actually it's a Uni-Renko T-bar that I created, but you can use a Uni-Renko as well. And I was using a 1, 5, and 10. You could use 226, 4, 10, 20. It really doesn't matter, because majority of the time even on minute charts, it usually does a pullback between 21 to 24. Okay, link please. Well, I'll get my partner Jose here to put in the link into the chat, if you don't mind. Just put on the Discord link so that people can go in there. And then the 30-day trial will start as soon as you install the software. So if it's a week from now and you download it, and a week later and you put it on there, that's when your 30-day will start. Well, yeah, of course. Joel is saying, is it possible to use some indicators instead of all of them? What happens is when you install it, there's just a special folder. It doesn't go into the main panel, but a special folder that will say ABC123Trader now, and then you can just pick 1, 2, or all of the indicators. It's every indicator that I have created is actually independent of each other. And there are some that I have now, such as called the Scalp Trader, that I use a 148 tick range. And I also created another one of using objects now that you can box around certain areas. So you can do buy stops or buy limits. Now with the Bloodhound Blackbird compatible, somebody asked me that before, but we never actually followed up upon it. But it should work with Bloodhound. It all depends which indicator you're using. And for now, for Ali saying, this is my first learning about time trading. Or is that date time trading? Is that the question you were asking, Ali? I'll have to read, sorry, I have to read the list a little bit further down here. Sorry about that. I'm new to trading. For a simple setup I can identify. What could be an easy way to show me? Well, Michael, it's the best way to do is, first of all, I just recommend just go into minis, stay on sim, and you have to practice. I have a ton of videos on my ABC channel, and you can start learning it. Plus, Ninja Trader also has videos as well for training. But I highly recommend you, if you're ever going to attempt to day trade, practice, a lot of practicing. Okay, would you say fundamentally your ABC123 strategy looks for key support based on volume? It all depends which indicator you're talking about. On the presentation, the support and resistance that I use the market maker, or the market maker indicator. You will see it's like a magnet. It will go back to that zone. And there are many times, I wish I call it the banker's candle. But what you'll notice is they'll fire it one direction, reverse it, and then they'll creep up again to go back to the direction they want to go. And what I use those areas, if I get close to that line, it depends if it's coming down towards it, I might put a buy limit for the bounce off, or a sell limit going the opposite direction. But what I need to know is I use a combination of the market maker. I use especially high volume bars. High volume bars is a really big signal sometimes that they're just dumping off contracts or we're hitting a wall. Rashina Walker, I trade on the 20-minute chart. Do you suggest another time frame for indicators? It all depends what your trading style is. I can't say what is right or what is wrong, because I know people that trade in 4-hour charts, and some people are actually they use my software for every 2 weeks to just do one trade. So I don't know what your trading methodology is. If you're looking for scalping on a 20-minute chart, I'll just say that's going to be a very difficult scenario. Or if you're looking for a longer run and you're using E-minis, it might be okay. Okay, well, I'll make sure, Jose, can you put the YouTube link onto the chat, please? The YouTube link. They want to know where the YouTube link is. Okay. Scalping is a way. It can be a way, but you got to be very, very consistent on scalping. Now, how do I choose one strategy over another? It's what I do is, you know what, I'm going to go to my screen because you can see my momentum panel here. And I'm going to go back to a lot of my videos originally. And I'm going to create a new chart. And this is one word of wisdom. If you guys can learn about anything today, the longer the time frame, in one sense, the easier that you can project. So what I'm going to do is on the ABC123Trader, I have a thing called, I won't use the day trend, sorry. It's called, oh geez, I'm hiccuping. I've been doing so many of these. Where is this? Swing scanner. Where are we here? I'm brain hiccuping here. Oh, you know what I'll do? Sorry. Why don't I just put it on my template? Templates. I make so many templates here. Load and my daily chart. And I'm going to show you here. Okay. So on the daily chart, as you can see, I'm using, of course, the NinjaTrader's volume point of control. And as you can see, when I talk about data mining, guys, this is also a data mining software, but I use this as a daily chart. When this phase changes over and we have 5 days left, I'll be looking for more selling opportunities than buying opportunities. As you can see, this line in the sand, when I said this time was activated, if I was trading right now as a position trader, if I do have the, let's say, if I have the liquidity or whatever, I'd be ahead on my trade by 702 ticks right now. So what I do is usually the first 3-4 days, this was actually 2 on this one. Oh yeah, because this is all that presidential stuff that's happening on right now. But usually what it will do is it'll be 3 or 4 days, a consolidation and a wrap up. And you'll see that over and over. Here's a buy phase, away you go. See the sell phase, away you go. And guess what? I give you, the next time will be coming in. I said in 5 days and 12 minutes, and I project that for the future there. No, Heinz, don't worry, you'll get the special. Just make sure, once again, I'll put in the Discord group. Join the Discord group, then you can get that software and you can get that special. Now, okay, I don't know if I can say your name properly, Jos Fonesca. Does it come with a manual to know how to use the indicator? On my YouTube channel, I do have indicators that educate. Also on the Discord group, I'm online and you guys can ask questions. There is a link on the Discord group to ask questions. And what we're trying to do on this Discord is for all, not just myself, but you as traders as well as education, that we all can actually work together. Because I still have to be consistent as well. I don't have the perfect day. I'll guarantee you that. But it's always try to be as consistent as possible, rinse and repeat. Does it come with a manual? Okay. Do my tools work on any market? Are you the futures market? Yes. I've tested on cryptos. Yes. I've tried it on others as well. I'm confused. Is this for NinjaTrader or your program? No. This is all NinjaTrader. I'm just an add-on. Thank you very much, Jean. Jean. Remember, I'm going to Skype you, Jean. I've been waiting. I was wondering what was happening to you. I've been trying to work with Jean there for a while. Manuel Gopez, is this being recorded? Yes, you can see the record. Do you have templates built for Blackbird? No, I do not. Unfortunately, I don't. Are the timestamps on your chart showing where you should buy and sell in each zone? Plus, where are they before the price arrived? Okay, this, like I said, the timestamps, what they are, they're data mined, okay? They will show, I'll put on the time scanner on here so you can understand. Okay, I'm going to use, we're on a daily chart, so it's not going to really show on a daily chart, so I have to switch it to, I'll go to a 15-minute chart here, for example. Okay, see these times here? See, if I knew at 9:45 to buy, coming up ahead, my next time frame, if it will show, hopefully I have enough data. So here you go, 2:45 in the morning. So from 9:45 to 2:45, I should be hopefully expecting the market to go up. And then at 2:45 to 8 o'clock to 8 at night for the next day, the market should generally go down because I'm using a 15-minute analysis. If I go down to, let's say, a 5-minute analysis, as you can see here, 11:15 signal did fail, but we're using risk versus reward. And what I was saying in my previous video, we got to look at the trend. And once it starts trending and the harmonics are working, as you can see here from 4 o'clock, they want the market to go down. If we enter that trade and being patient enough, using support, resistance, et cetera, hopefully we can get on the right side of the trade. John, yes, you can unsubscribe anytime you want. But John, remember, you got I'll get you back online. Remember, I told you that. Okay, where's the link for the special lease of 39 to sign up? Right now, I have it just at the ABC123Trader and from Heinz Leonard. Remember, you can use all the indicators right now for free for 30 days. I'm not looking for any money today, guys. Unless if you want to buy the software, go right ahead. But what I want you to do is to understand how to use it. Give yourself time to get confidence. Once you get confidence, then you can lease from us. Manuel, you might have to change your option. There's a lot of questions coming out. Thank you, Isham, for sharing the signal. I'll have to talk to you afterward here. Thank you, Jose, as well. How long did it take me to be consistent? In all honesty, it took me a good 1.5 to 2 years, but this is when I was totally green, not understanding how to trade. And because my background is in the petroleum industry and I'm also a software engineer, I wrote all this code, back testing. I had a ton of other indicators I wrote that I threw in the garbage because the consistency wasn't there. Okay, Christopher, the link is down there for you. Yes, Damien, I'll show you that track record, or Jose was asking me to put it online today. I'll put it up on, actually, you know what? If you check my videos, Damien, I show my track record basically every day on there. I trade on the NQ on the 20-minute chart with a 220 target, 20 tick stop loss. I will close out early if I spot it. Well, you can do that, Renisha, but I just don't know what your trading methodology is. Which sessions do I trade? I usually trade the New York. I'll trade New York because I'm from the Western Canada, and if I was trading London at 3 or 2 in the morning, I need some sleep as well here. Yes, we have scalp trading apps or indicators as well, Linda. Well, Renisha, like I said, I'm reading about need something better to help reversal their interest of purchasing. Renisha, remember, just join the Discord group, download the software, try it out. You can ask me which questions. What I try to do is when you guys are on there, I can literally walk with you, but what I need to understand is how you trade. Once I understand how you trade, we could try to set up some templates for you guys. Compatible to Bloodhound. Heinz, like I said, it's possible compatible. I have to do back testing for you. Ninja Trader is totally independent from myself. Yes, if you do trade live with Ninja Trader, you do have to buy a license. The red and dotted green lines. Are you talking on the current chart? I'm not sure what you're asking, Adrian. I'm sorry. Thank you for the PowerPoint. No problem, Molly. For the PowerPoint, we'll keep on making sure that you join the Discord group. If you can search for the Discord group for ABC123Trader. Jose, can you post it once again? The Discord. Thank you. The invitation seems expired. You can jump on there. Anybody can jump on there. So he'll try it again. You might have to try a different invitation, Jose. Some of them saying they're expired. Okay. Automation? No, I will not do automation. You're talking for strategies. I do not do automation because I believe traders have to be confident in trading before they can just buy these robots. Linda, like I said, what you can do is first download the Investors Pack. It has every indicator plus the scalp trader so you can practice first instead of purchasing. I'd rather you guys practice so you can understand how it works so I can teach you guys how to do it. 5, there you go. Any other questions? Okay, I'll see if I can get on my Discord. I'm seeing people popping up like crazy on the Discord group. Let me see here. Let's see if I can do an invitation for you guys here. Invite people, create invite. Okay, I'm going to put it on right now and see what happens. Try that one. That should be able to work for you guys. Yeah, I can do a rebate for you guys. Yeah, Lester, I can do a rebate. The bottom line, when I wrote this software, it was actually my friends wanted me to put it out there. Basically, I wrote this software for myself. And then what I found out is when I started noticing other traders were becoming consistent, it's actually a big reward for myself. No, this is Ninja solely, Alzano, this is only for NinjaTrader. I don't have anything for TradeStation, TOS, or TradingView. How much power does it take from your computer? It depends which indicator you're using. I mean, if you put in 20, 30 indicators, it will slow down. It all depends. And if you're using it tick or bar, or I mean on bar close. Mr. Glover, I have no idea. I'm not with NinjaTrader to give you about mobile apps. Invite is invalid. Shouldn't be invalid. What are your top 3 indicators? My top 3 favorite indicators right now, for sure, it's the market maker. By far is the market maker. I also use the time scanner for sure. The market maker, I know for myself, really shows support and resistance. And the third one, I'll mix and match depending what I am trading.